I got an issue with people pretending they like what they don't. Please don't bring up my issues unless you gon' deal with your own. Please don't try to pretend like you keep it real though. Yeah, it's funny that you got a lot of money, but that money doesn't buy you skills though. I don't care if I am on the billboards, on the killing spree, I'm about to kill more. Got a chain on you pay the mill for. I mean, what you...
Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL back with another Mobile Legends video, and I saw that you all loved my How to Jungle video I made yesterday, and I'll actually put that in the description if you haven't seen it, or it'll be annotated on the screen at the end of this video. But yeah, I saw that you all loved that video, and I wanted to make this video to just follow up after it. So this is going to be the top 5 junglers in Mobile Legends. Now this is going to be based off of the statistics of each character. So let's go through the list. This is going to be starting from the worst to the best. So obviously number 5 is going to be the worst, and number 1 is going to be the very best jungler statistically. So let's get right into it. Coming in 5th place, we have Natalya. Now, I've actually never played her. She seems to be a very highly used character. A lot of people, I see them using her, and she seems to be a dope character, but I've never used her. But let's take a look at some of her skills, and why is she so good and fit to be a great jungler? So her first skill is a skill called Claw Dash, and that allows her to just dash forward at an enemy dealing damage. And she actually does this twice. She can do that ability twice before she has to reload. Then she has a Smoke Bomb ability. She casts the smoke and she slows down the enemies. So as you can see, like, we're starting to see, like, this allows her to move very quickly. She can dash at people. She can slow people down. Let's look at her other ability. She makes multiple forward attacks in a row, each dealing a certain amount of damage, and then it also lowers the movement speed of whoever she's attacking. So yeah, as we can see, it's a pattern here. So basically, this is a hero that can move very, very fast. She can slow down her enemies. So of course, a jungle would be the best place for her. She can slow down her prey, and she can move very quickly. That's a deadly combination, because it's going to be difficult to escape a jungle going against someone like this. So, but let's look at her ultimate. This is the last thing here. It's called Assassin Instinct. So her Assassin Instinct actually allows her to basically go invisible and go into stealth mode. Like, literally, if she's hiding in a bush, there's nothing that anyone can do. Of course, she is like the freaking queen of the jungle. Like, her abilities and her kit, like, she's very, very, very suited to be a jungler. So yeah, I can see why she's ranked where she is. And for those of you wondering, her jungle ranking is 84. She has an 84 when it comes to jungling. And yeah, we can see why. She slows down her enemies. She's very quick, and she can freaking go invisible when she's hiding in bushes. It's just really, she really just has an all-around great kit for jungling. But let's move on to the next one. Coming in 4th place, we have my favorite hero that I've never played. And the reason I've never played her, I've been telling people this live on stream all the time, and I'm kind of upset about this, but the reason I've never played her is because I'm waiting to buy Ruby, because I don't know how much Ruby's going to cost, and I don't want to have to spend even more money if I overspend on Fanny. So I gotta wait till Ruby comes out. But yeah, Fanny is number 4, and obviously, like, even without just reading the stats and stuff like this, like, I know that she can freaking just glide across the map. She can just swing off of stuff. She goes full Attack on Titan style. So as we know, a jungle is pretty small. It's not many places to, it's a lot of places to hide, but it's not that many escape routes. So she can get to every escape route fairly quickly with the way she moves. Like, she is so mobile. I can see that no one could escape her in a jungle, and I can just see that just from knowing how this character plays. But because it's hard to escape her anywhere on the map, so in a jungle, yeah, good luck with that. But her jungle rating is 86. But let's move on to her skills. Her first skill is Tornado Strike, and this just whirls her blade, and she deals a certain amount of damage. Moving on, we have her Steel Cable. She throws out the cable and draws it to the first nearest obstacle that it hits. And then if she has sufficient energy, the Tornado Strike will be triggered. So she can actually trigger her first one from using her second one. So that's crazy. This is what allows her to move so crazy, and she can just trigger her first skill at that. Like, it's just, that's a good combo in itself. Moving on to the next one, she has Cutthroat. Then this one just sounds deadly, but she initiates an attack on an enemy, dealing a certain amount of damage. If it hits the enemy with a prey marker, damage will increase. So yeah, another just deadly attack. Air Superiority increases damage dealt to the target while flying. So this is why when she's doing that those crazy moves and stuff, she can deal so much damage. That's her freaking ultimate. She can literally deal more damage while she's just zooming around. So basically all her skills work together. It allows her to move and just fly around the map while dealing a lot of damage. So this is, I told you all from the beginning, like I could tell why she would be a great one, but now that I've actually know in depth her skills, because I've never actually used her for myself yet, I can see why she's a great jungler as well. But even though I knew, like when I was thinking of making this video, she was like literally the first one that came to mind because of how she moves, because I know how she can connect to the wall, and because I watched Attack on Titan. You know how they always wanted to fight the Titans when they were in the forest? Like they have to be near trees and stuff because it's so small. Like literally it was a jungle. So they like, obviously, maybe I just watched too much Attack on Titan, but I'm actually waiting for season 2 of that. I can't wait. It's supposed to be coming out this year, but I am getting totally off track. Let's move on to number 3, because I was just going to go on and rant about Attack on Titan. So number 3 is the myth, the legend, the king himself, Alucard. Alucard's ability to jungle is 86 and is actually tied with Fanny. So you can swap these two out, switch their places, but do whatever you want to do. But yes, he's actually tied with Fanny with an 86. Moving on to his skills, his first skill is a ground splitter. He leaps forward and strikes, and his strike deals a certain amount of physical damage to the enemy. His next skill is World Smash. He slashes at the enemies in the area and he deals a certain amount of damage. And then he has this fission wave. It increases the hero's lifesteal effect. Oh my god, that's crazy. And the reason I just said oh my god like that is because I actually played with subscribers earlier and I got hit with this and I was wondering, how did this guy recover his health so fast? This is why it's very important. In my tips and tricks video, I tell you all it's very important to know the characters you're going against, because yeah, if I would have knew this, yeah, I might have not made the same mistakes that I made in that game. So this is why it's important to know what every character does, so you won't get hit with something thinking that he has a normal lifesteal perk when no, he has an ability that increases his lifesteal. But yeah, it increases his lifesteal. That's pretty much it. Then he has the pursuit. This is his ultimate. So after use, the next basic attack will teleport the hero next to the target. If the ability only targets one enemy, then it will deal 1.2 times the damage. If it targets 2 enemies, it'll deal 1.1 times the damage. So I can definitely see it. Anybody with these abilities that allows you to leap forward and just leap after people and stuff like that, obviously they'll make good junglers, because it's hard to escape the jungle anyway. There's so much stuff, there's so many obstacles in a jungle, and they can just jump around and jump on you before you get out of the jungle. So any character like this, you can pretty much see why they're good junglers. But let's move on to the number 2 character in Mobile Legends, which is the queen herself, Freya. Now, Freya is another one I'm not surprised makes this list, because she has stuff that basically slows down people. She can stun people. People like this, like I told you, she can even jump on people, and I think she jumps on people and stuns them. So, yeah, people like this, yeah, they're crazy. And look at her jungle. Her jungle ability is at 90. Her ability to jungle is at 90. Now, it's hard to imagine who could be number 1 if she's at 90. Like, how good does it get? But let's get into her skills, man. So her first skill, she jumps into the target area dealing damage. So this is the one where she jumps onto people and she basically pulls the enemies to the middle. She like jumps on them and she pulls them closer to her. Then she has a God speed strike that enhances the speed of her attacks. And then her Valkyrie, she enters Valkyrie mode, dealing a bunch of damage surrounding enemies and increasing the hero's attack power. So she increases her armor, she increases her attack, she can jump on people. Yeah, and she has Godspeed, she can enhance the speed of her attack. It's like, this is kind of OP. I didn't realize how OP she was. But then her ultimate is Spirit Contact, and she generates a sacred shield surrounding the hero after the second basic attack. When it's stacked 3 times, it will activate the Sacred Shield Accelerator, dealing damage to any enemy that hits it. Now, this is actually, that's crazy. Literally, you can get hit for hitting her. I really didn't know this in depth about her, but yeah, she's very dope. So I didn't see anything here about stunning. Oh wait, she will stun the target. So that's her second one. That's her Godspeed. She can stun. I knew she could stun. I knew I wasn't going crazy, but yeah, this is her kit, man. Now, she definitely, I can see why she has a 90. She definitely has an insane kit. This is just a ridiculous kit for the jungle. Now there is some word that the jungle in this game is not a real jungle. They're saying it's too small and stuff like that. So this is just talking about how the game is supposed to be made. There's some tweaks and stuff that have to be made to the game, of course. But yeah, this is assuming that we have a jungle and everyone would like to use certain jungling characters. But that being said, let's move on to numero uno. Number one, man. Let's move on to the number one guy here. Yeah, it's a guy. You want to know his name, don't you? You can't know his name. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let's get right into it, man. His name is the legendary Sun. He's another one of those characters that I haven't been able to buy thanks to waiting for Ruby. But yeah, he's pretty annoying too. I know he can slam that stick on the ground and it slows you down. And yeah, he's pretty annoying. Then he can make clones, which is... yeah, let's just get into his skills, man. So his first skill, it can with his first skill, him and his doppelganger use the golden his golden little thing to smash forward, and it lowers the enemy's movement speed. So yeah, that was the skill that I was just talking about. Then the next one here is instantaneous move. Sun and his doppelganger launch instantaneous moves, dealing certain points of physical damage to all the enemies along the way. So he just does a bunch of damage to anybody in his way. Then he has this clone technique. Now this is the one where I'm not surprised that he's the top jungler, because you have so many clones. Like, it's so many people to try to take out. Even though it's not really that many people to try to take out, it's really just one that's super strong, but it's still annoying trying to fight all those clones. Like, I get scared when I see him sometimes. But yeah, then he has this clone technique. We already know that it just brings out extra versions of him. And then he summons Monkey. This is his ultimate. It's called Summons Monkey. Summons a doppelganger after 5 basic attacks. Then every 5 basic attacks will upgrade the level of the doppelganger. Dang, that is crazy. Then the doppelganger's stats will increase with the level, and his basic attacks will restore HP for Sun. This is ridiculous. Like, him having a doppelganger and a doppelganger getting stronger actually makes him stronger. Like, they're just basically feeding off of each other. Now, this is why this guy is literally the king of the jungle. And it's weird because he's a monkey. So yeah, he's the king of the jungle, man. He's the #1 jungler. And I want to remind you all, this is all based on statistics, man. This is statistically, it might not be my choice, because honestly, I would use some pretty random people. I would use some random people. So let me know if you all want to know what my top 5 would be. And also let me know in the comment section, what are your top 5? What would your top 5 people be when it comes to jungling? Who would you want to see in the jungle? But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and join the notification squad. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like so more people can see it and get some value from it. And I will catch y'all on the next video, man. Peace out.